So I had never really used social media. Like I didn't have any Twitter. I had like 3 posts on my personal IG. So I think I first saw Nick Rogers, Logan Fifth. They're coaches in Client Ascension now. So I saw their content. I started posting online. And they, at the time, they didn't really have much of a coaching framework. It was more just like about how to build your personal brand. So as I did that, I started getting DMs and people wanting to hire me to teach them. So I was doing like one-on-one coaching with like 3 or 4 people, and it quickly became apparent like this isn't scalable at all. So that's when David had an offer, Mendez, how to launch your coaching program. I was in Client Ascension at the time. I was actually torn between, I started a Google Ads agency. I got it to like 10, 15K a month. And I was doing the coaching one-on-one with the Google Ads agency, which I was in Client Ascension for. So that time I had to pick one or the other. And that's when I decided to go with coaching, partnered up with David. And it's kind of been history since then.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
What was that like? You mentioned you had like a product that was shitty. It's interesting because ours was kind of the opposite. Like we partnered up with Daniel, Cold Email Wizard, who had a product that like was actually really good. So was that like your main motive behind it? Is the education out there is not good? I actually have the information that can get these people results. I almost have like that responsibility to go out and provide it. Is that the main motive, would you say? Yeah,
like obviously I had lots of success my first year, but I also had I wasted a ton of money, a ton of time banging my head against the wall on things, and like just stupid mistakes. Like, as you know, any business, you make stupid mistakes that I didn't necessarily have to make if I had a good product, a good info product with so now what we offer is very similar to you guys. Like every person who comes in, they have a success coach who checks with them every week. There's like 10 hours of coaching calls. So it's like, it's not just like a Facebook group. It's like we're actually doing this with them. So if we can stop them from making those stupid mistakes before they happen. And we've seen like really, really good results, like much higher than anyone in that other program would have had, just because it's actually a done with you program. It's not just essentially a Facebook.
It's just not info and then, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking to David in Portugal, and he's like, dude, we're running this up all organically. Like we don't, like our funnel's like a Google Doc. You want to kind of walk through your marketing? Like, are you even running paid ads? What's the main acquisition source?
This point, it's literally been almost strictly organic Twitter. So like David said, we've tried other things. We've tried a VSL. We've tried these sorts of different things like landing page, VSL, but we literally just do 2 steps a lot, like make a power offer, DM me if you're interested. And we just send them, hey, here's the link to book a call, and then we qualify them in the Calendly questionnaire. So like, how much do you have to invest? Are you ready to start today? Do you have any experience? Where are you from? In the Calendly, and then if they're not qualified, we just like cancel the call. If they're qualified, we take the call. And that's literally been the whole marketing. I've started doing YouTube and IG the last couple months. So we have started to see like, let's say 10, 15% of calls coming from those. But Twitter's, I think we're at like 41K followers. IG and YouTube are at like 3. So very small scale compared. But we're actually finding that for our marketing, we would rather invest in organic. So hiring like shorts editors and like YouTube editors and things like that than paid, just because it might be a longer burn, but you're actually building the audience. So I saw Cole Gordon tweeted this yesterday. It was like, if you're investing in paid, it's very easy at the beginning, but your cost of acquisition will go up per call as you scale paid. Where organic, you have to pay a whole bunch at the beginning, but you're building the audience that will actually get cheaper the bigger the audience grows. And you're actually building the audience itself as an asset. So if you invest 10K in editors and then you get the audience, it's not like the audience disappears. Where if you shut off paid, it's done. Yeah.
Which is super interesting, because I followed Cole Gordon, and we went through some of his trainings to grow Client Ascension, and he had this one training on like financials, and he was going through like what are healthy profit margins for a coaching program. And he was saying that like they kind of max out at like 40%, but the only ones you've seen that were at like 50 or 60% were the ones that could drive enough traffic through organic.
Yeah.
So like that much of a difference just because organic was built in the beginning. And so like I think that's so important, is if you're building a coaching program or selling an offer, like invest in, like you said, instead of investing in ads, invest in short form content creators or producers or editing software.
Yeah.
Just making content. There's all these different intricacies. Like, we're paying for this podcast to be produced. This isn't necessarily an ad, but it
sort of is. It's building the community, right? Because then like if someone watches the pod or they watch your YouTube and they book a call, they're way warmer than someone who saw an ad for the first time, right? Like they've already
level of trust. I was watching a call recording the other day.
Yeah.
The guy was like, "Oh yeah, what's TikTok? It's awesome." And I know Daniel and I know Andre, but it's just more familiarity. And they're
What's
just
his name? Shout out to that guy.
I don't even remember the name. To be honest with you.
Bro, that's terrible.
It was one of Jordan's calls though. I remember
But like the
I forgot
close
guy's
rate
name.
would be exponentially higher with someone who's already seen your stuff, like got to know you. Because even like when they watch your content, like people will say to us on the sales calls, like I feel like I already know you, and it's from the organic content. So when they book the call, they're already like across the line per se. So it's actually way easier to get that person to join than someone who just saw a paid ad and clicked book a call, doesn't know you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.